Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer, Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Ambad. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss the concept of standing waves in transmission line. So, in this particular lecture, we are going to discuss what exactly we mean by the standing waves and what are the different reasons for generation of standing waves. So, before moving to that particular part, so let us have the concept of standing waves, or I will draw one figure over here. Suppose we are concentrating on the transmission line. So suppose this is a design of a transmission line. So suppose it is a one kind of transmission line. Now I am applying some source to the transmission line, and through this particular source I am sending some information to the load. So load is kept some distance apart from the source. So whatever the dimensions from source to the load, it is also calculated with the help of wavelength. So suppose the source is connected over here. So if I am treating the impedance of the source as ZS, now whatever the load, it is connected at the output side. So this is your load. Now this particular load has also its impedance, suppose ZL. So ZS is the source impedance and ZL is the load impedance. Now if these two impedances, that is the source impedance and the load impedance, are of equal value, so I am saying case 1. So first case is that case 1, if the source impedance is exactly equal to the load impedance, so at that time whatever the information or the power transmitted from the source, it will be completely received or absorbed by this particular load. So maximum power will be transferred. So there is no any reflection, it takes place towards the source. So back reflection, these are called as the standing waves. So no any kind of standing waves are generated and forwarded towards the source. So we say that when source impedance is equal to the load impedance, standing waves are absent, right? Now we take the another case, so that is called as the case 2. In second case we say that ZS is not equal to ZL, means your source impedance is not matched with the load impedance. At that time some waves are generated or some reflections are generated, and that reflections or the waves are thrown back to the source, and whatever these particular reflections generated, these are called as the standing waves. So when the source impedance is not equal to your load impedance, or the load impedance is not exactly similar to your source impedance, the standing waves are generated, and these standing waves are very much harmful to the source. So it will damage the source. So at that time, for a proper perfect maximum power transfer or the 100% communication, the condition should match that the ZS must be equal to ZL. So at this particular condition, standing waves are absent. But if these two impedances, that is source impedance and the load impedance, are different and not matched with each other, at that time we say that the source impedance not matched with the load impedance, so standing waves are generated. So standing waves are present over there, are present, and these standing waves are very much harmful to your source. And why we have discussed this particular point? Because in our next topic, when we want to discuss the resonant and non-resonant antenna, at that time we have to apply this particular concept. So that's why we discussed the concept of standing wave. So all of you are getting. So standing waves are generated only when the source impedance is not equal matched with the load impedance, or the load impedance not exactly matched with the source impedance. So thank you very much.